Alright,
Oh,
we're
that
in
is
the
better.
next
Yes, that's
game
much
here.
better.
Yeah. Alright, so next game here, based on your comments last game, threats to your ship, in theory, should be the Schlieffen, the Des Moines, and pretty much literally all of those cruisers.
Yep.
And I see you dove very early.
So,
Oh, this
so
is, oh
this
yeah.
is so this is the U-4501. This is the I think you can buy it with cash. I bought it with coal.
Yeah. I
Um,
think it's coal only. I don't remember it being for
okay.
doubloons.
I don't remember. I got razzed in one game for, they called this a pay to win ship. I was like, well, I don't know who paid money for it. I paid coal for it.
Yeah.
But this ship, the big advantage of this ship is it's I call it the turbo boost underwater. It can go a little over 37 knots when at 30 or 60 meters.
Yeah.
So it's very good at displacing, but it
And
can only do it for a limited amount of time.
you say 30 to 60 meters, where right here it says 30 meters maximum depth.
Yeah.
You can, is that special for this particular ship? You can only go to 30?
No, no, it was saying if I think what it was saying is if I go any lower, I'm at maximum depth. That's
Okay.
what that little thing, because 30 meters is like, I don't know what they call it, cruising depth or whatever. But
Yeah.
um, so in this game, I'm facing a Balau, um, which he has a little advantage on me in ping. He can shoot his pings a lot faster than me. One of
Yeah.
the disadvantages of this ship is the ping only reloads every 12 seconds, where
Yeah.
the Belau is 6.
Alright.
But I do have the same ping speed as him, which is nice.
Yeah. You got him double pinged right there. It looks like there's a gear, or no, that's a Des Moines radar, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a Des Moines at that island north of us,
Yeah.
and then there's a gearing in the cap. And this, I don't know what this Belau was thinking. I put 4 torps into him. That's just,
Yeah.
it's, I'm surprised it didn't kill him.
Yeah. They probably hit a saturated section, probably
Yeah.
like on the bow or something. This particular submarine seems to have a pretty short dive capacity, doesn't it?
It does. So this sub, I I did it a little differently than I normally do my subs. Instead of there's at the very last equipment slot, um, the two big choices are uh, torpedo tube enhancement, which
Yeah.
lowers loading by 15%, but gives you 50% greater chance of having them disabled,
Yeah.
or you can up your underwater capacity. And I chose to upgrade my torp reload on this particular ship, which
This-
does give me a shorter time underwater. But this also has a 2.0 reload speed on the underwater capacity. So
Yeah.
when you're on the surface, it refreshes really quick.
Yeah, and I see that gearing insta DCP'd your ping there. I
Yep.
take it that was not what you want to do.
You can. I mean, I always expect it, so I wait for it to happen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it until you see torps coming in. If I was a destroyer,
Yep.
when I play my destroyers and a sub pings me, I will not DCP it until I see actual torps in the water.
Yeah. Which is typically what you should do anyway, regardless of your ship. But some ships do obviously handle better or worse than others, so it
Yes.
may vary per ship. And also, of course, how close that submarine is. Like, if you know that submarine is, like, right on top of you, you know those torps are in the water, and they're very, very close anyway. So,
Right.
depending on your ship, you might still end up DCPing that.
Yep. Now I got lucky with him. I actually got It's very hard to get a double ping on a destroyer, especially if it's at more than 5 kilometers. But I did and ended up putting 2 torps on him and causing a flood after he DCP'd.
Yeah, no, there's your. Oh, that Balau is on like borrowed time right there. Yeah, and I see the ASW planes out there. They're in the air, and he's about to die.
Yep.
Maybe question
So that
mark.
was he had tried to
Yeah,
ping me, and I used my submarine detection to light him up, and they
yeah.
got him.
So he tried to light you up with his, but you were
Yep.
on the surface.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now I will make a comment here about you see how I spread my torps out. I didn't just go boom 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 all in a line.
yep,
When I'm trying to hit uh, highly maneuverable opponents, I will tend to shotgun my torps and then ping so that they're all converging at different angles,
yeah,
and that helps try to at least get one hit even if he dodges because he may be nose on to one, but then he's broadside to another one.
yeah. And then that really only applies to like highly maneuverable targets like destroyers and stuff. And while you can do it on a larger ship, it's mainly done on destroyers and light cruisers and the
Yeah,
like.
destroyers and light cruisers. Even if I'll do it on some of the more maneuverable battleships. I won't do it as pronounced as that, but it does make it. If I'm worried that he might get out of range, I tend to fire straight on. But if I have room to spare, I'll still tend to do the spread because then I'm
Yeah,
more likely to get hits in different spots and maybe cause more than one flood.
I gotcha. And right now, what you're looking at is you just want this Des Moines dealt with. You're going to cap A, or your team is more specifically. I mean, I guess you're there too, but right now you're just trying to get this Des Moines out of the way.
Yep. So what I'm going to do here is my plan was to run up the 4 line because my teammates tend to they look like they're going to go up the 2-3 line. So I was going to
Yeah,
go up the 4 line, see if I could scare the Des Moines, um, and get up here and do some damage because they got all their heavies, are all up on the A and D
yeah.
lines.
There's two Montanas, the Hindenburg, Schlieffen, Marseille, Lucian, all of them.
Yep. So we dealt with their whole group down here, but they pretty much dealt with us up there.
Yeah.
Um, so I wanted to get out, get that cap spotted, and then I hit my booster again and
And then
start
all,
doing the zoom zoom.
yeah. And you get your underwater speed boost just from like it just automatically happens when you're at
Yes.
30.
When you hit 30 meters, um, it just automatically kicks in. You'll see my speed just keeps going up. But if I
Yeah.
do any turn or anything, if I change depths, anything, I lose speed really fast. So I want to just kind of pick a line and go
Yeah.
to maximize that speed.
Yeah. You're just chugging along here. And right now that Des Moines is obviously kiting away. So are you going to just go after a different target, or you're just going to keep on pestering that Des Moines until you get some other target of opportunity, I guess.
Well, yeah, at this point, I mean, the Des Moines is, I mean, because I'm not going to be able to do this. I've only got another 2 minutes of air. So I'm just getting up here and I see the Montana up there and I'm thinking, all right, there's my next target because the Des Moines is running away from me.
Yeah, and that Montana's about to just full send shove.
Yep.
And I've also noticed that you haven't really talked about shotgunning a whole lot, which is something that a lot of people think is like a really big, annoying thing. And I know it is annoying when it does happen, but doesn't appear that shotgunning is very common or easy to do.
It's not. To me, it's if I'm in a position to shotgun somebody, I've played wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty much a last resort sort of thing.
Yep. It's either I played wrong or we're losing so badly that I'm just going to try to take somebody with me. I don't ever do it as a this is my plan.
Yeah. Or if you see like a perfect target of opportunity, like a Des Moines is sitting on an island completely oblivious, you might line up a target on that guy. But other than that,
Yeah,
it's like kind of, it's really just either an opportunistic thing or last resort.
yeah. And I did that several games ago in my 2501. I did it to a Moskva who was doing just that, sitting on an island.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, you're beached. Here, have some friends.
Have some balance.
Yeah.
So
So he earned that one. He's the one that was just sitting there.
yeah.
So there you
Oh,
go.
and
Now you see I'm doing the shotgun again, or the spread again.
yeah, Hindenburg looks like he's going to he's about to just flat up walk.
So he was, and then he started turning. So I decided to ping him so my torpedoes could try to catch him.
Yeah. Do you often aim for double hits, or you just aim for like the one and done?
It depends. I do try to aim for double hits, but on him I didn't, because I had hit kind of near the front of his ship, so I wanted to get more near the back. But then all
Yeah.
my torpedoes end up hitting the island.
Yeah. So, for the benefit of anyone who doesn't know, the way these homing torpedoes work is they calculate a collision point basically between the target ship and the torpedo. So basically, think of two lines where one line is the path of the marked target and the other is the path of your torpedoes. Those basically the torpedoes will home in on where those lines intersect on the calculated collision point as it's called, and they won't home in on the actual ship itself. And that's what we just saw right there. That's what led those torpedoes into the island, even though that Lucian just got dev struck.
Yeah,
Yeah, rip to that guy. Imagine getting dev struck in a hydro DD, by the way.
I'm not going to say that's embarrassing, but it happens.
Yeah, sucks to suck. Anyway, moving on. Uh, you're looking at the Schlieffen now, I take it, or you're gonna
Yep.
try and line up that Marseille?
No, I was looking to try to get the Schlieffen at this point if I can get him in range, which I did.
Yeah. Are those torpedoes going to have the ability to turn that
No,
sharp?
they're not. And they weren't intended for him. Those were intended for the
The
luncheon that was coming
Lucian.
around the corner. Yeah.
Until, like, he got. You're aiming for the back of the ship there. Do sonar pings do get blocked by islands, don't they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely they
Yeah.
do. Yep. Oh, now I did want to say one thing about your comments about the pings. So there is a significant difference in homing strength between one ping and two pings.
Yeah.
So it is, if you get two pinged and you have a DCP, I would recommend using it if you think there's torpedoes coming towards you. Which, if there's a two ping, there probably is,
Yeah.
because it is very much worth it to two ping somebody if you can.
Okay, I got you. And obviously aim for the stern more than the
Yep,
bow. Yeah.
yep,
And this game looks like it's pretty much over as far as you are concerned.
yeah. I was at this point. I can't get to any of the others in time, so I was just going to see if I could go get a couple of cap points.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Even if they live the entire time, you're
Yep.
not gonna get there in time. So,
The Hindi put out a brave effort, but in the end, nope.
oh, game extension, yes. Damage farm for literally no one except the Petro. Never mind.
Yep.
Well, sucks for everyone except him, I guess.
But at least this game, I mean, it was a good game. It wasn't a bad game. You know.
Yeah, and this particular submarine is very special in the fact that it does almost 40 knots underwater.
Yep. There's 37, I think, point 0.7 or 37.8 top. Um,
Yes.
it's it's not easy to play. A lot of people think this sub is easy to play. It's not. Um, it's it's very unusual in that it's really slow on the surface. It's only 20 knots, um, but goes really fast underwater. It actually has more torpedoes in the stern than in the bow.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's only got 4 tubes up front. It's got 6 tubes in the back.
The
There are
more you
two
know.
sets of three. Um, and it's the only sub, if I remember correctly, that actually has repair party.
Yeah. I was going to comment on that earlier, but never got around to it. Is that like just a standard tier 10 repair party? Pretty much.
Uh, yes.
It's like what, like maybe like 3,000 health or something like that at
Oh no,
most.
I'm well, maybe not. I mean, it does pretty good, but this sub low hit points compared to all the other subs of its tier,
Yeah.
but it has the repair party. So when I do
Yeah.
repair, I mean, it repairs for like, oh, I don't know, 4,000, something like that. I don't remember the
Yeah.
exact number.
It's the low base health doesn't do it any favors though, because it means less repair per charge, because you know.
Yes,
But it still is a repair party that no one else gets. So, you
yes.
know, there you go.
And the other downside to this sub is that um, its torpedoes are only 10 kilometers, which is a very short range compared to all
Still,
the other subs in this tier. The Balau and the Thrasher are both 12, and the U-2501 is 14.
I gotcha. So 10 is kind of rough.
Yeah, because it makes it. I mean, you're playing inside the range of any radar, pretty much any radar cruiser other than the U.S. ones.
Yeah. I mean, the US ones, it kind of depends, because the Des Moines is 10, but the Worcester is 9, so it just
Yeah.
depends on which ones you're facing.
Yep.
But even the Worcester is still that's only a 1 kilometer window, which you'd be pretty shocked on how fast that window can be closed.
Oh, it can be, and it
Yeah,
has been.
yeah, it's suboptimal as they say.
Yep.
So that was pretty good. Anything else you'd like to add other than what was it? Where is he? This guy sucks at the game.
I'll let you to make that comment. I won't say anybody sucks at the game. We all have bad games from time to time.
Mm, I'm gonna say he sucks at the game. I'm just going to hold on. I'm actually gonna. Oh, never mind. I can't report people. This is a replay. Okay, okay. That says a lot about my habits. Anyway, that's all you'd like to say.
Yeah, you know, again, the big. So if you're facing a 4501,
How fun would it be if I just got a
the
recording
big
right now?
things to be concerned about are the fact that it can get places as fast as a destroyer can once it goes underwater.
Or
So,
faster than some
well,
destroyers.
faster than some destroyers. I mean, yeah, look at the Trump. I mean,
Yeah.
33 knots or something like that.
I think it's
Um,
33. I think daring is like 35 or 36, something like
yep.
that.
So it can appear in the back line. I have done that once. I ran up uh, the one line in a game and ended up in the backfield. And I wish I would have saved the replay for you because I completely assassinated a United States.
Oh, that would have been glorious. Well, let's see if you can dig up that screenshot. Anyway, I hope you turn that pelt into the lodge, by the way. Anyway, with that, you have no more comments. I think that's going to be it for this one.
Yep. Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yep. If you have any more replays, be sure to send them my way, and we'll do some more of this.
I will.
Assuming that this video doesn't get dislike bombed because of the but anyway, that's gonna be it.
That's all right.
All right, I
Thank
will.
you.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it.